Hey, it's Scotty. I'm with Gary, and I've been getting this question a lot lately. BB's right here. He's going to be squawking at me. I tried to get him to be quiet, but it's not happening, so we're just going to have to deal with it. So I've been getting this question, two questions really, over and over and over again lately, and I've tried to explain it in the bonding section of my guinea pig care guide, but either people aren't reading it, or I don't know. I mean, it's just there's so many people that see guinea pigs in pet stores, and so no matter how many times I shout it from the rooftops, there's still people that just aren't getting the message. So here is another attempt to talk about bonding, okay, and to talk about guinea pigs living together and how to prevent fighting. So there's two questions that I've been getting very, very often that pertain to this. I wrote these two questions down. Number one is, how do I get my guinea pigs to bond? I've got two guinea pigs, and for some reason they're not getting along. I'm trying my best to bond them. Well, this should go without saying, but you're supposed to get two pigs that are bonded. Okay, watch my bonding rules video and you'll see. So I've got the bonding rules video. It's part of my bonding playlist, and the easiest way is to go to my website. I'm not, this is a no frills video. I'm just filming, and then I'm going to upload this video. I'm not going to even edit it, so there's not going to be any titles or anything like that, because I got a lot to do today, and so I'm just going to shoot this right now. So you really want to work with a rescue. Ideally, there's only a 20% chance that any two boys are going to get along. Now, it's not to say that I've never done this or I've never made these mistakes. For instance, Gary was a foster fail. I rescued him from the West LA shelter, and I just loved him so much that I committed to keeping him no matter what the situation, and I tried. If you have one guinea pig and he's a hero, then you can go to a rescue, you can go to a shelter. Most animal shelters, most places that are not dedicated guinea pig rescues, they don't have the time or the bandwidth or even the expertise to do bonding play dates. But I would recommend that you that you have a bond before you commit to adopting your second guinea pig, or try to find a bonded pair, a pair that have been together. Okay, so because there's only a 20% chance that any two boys are going to get along, and that's why Gary lives by himself, because even though he gets along really well with Nate when they are side by side, they are always napping together on either side of the grid. They're always hanging out. But the second I put them together, like if I'm cleaning one of their cages and I put them together, he will fight. He'll fight Nate. Nate will fight him. They will get upset within a few minutes. And that's okay, because I've committed to side by side. A pair of guinea pigs can get along living side by side as long as they each have a minimum of 8 square feet. So that's really important. So when people ask me, I bought two guinea pigs and they're not getting along, or I got a friend for my guinea pig and they're not getting along, well, you did it backwards. You're not supposed to just commit to adopting or buying another guinea pig. BB, eat your breakfast. Stop yelling at me. It's just he hears me talking and he says, I want to be part of the conversation. So that's number one, is don't commit to guinea pigs unless you know that they're going to get along, or that you're committed to setting up a decent size side-by-side situation for them. Okay, so that's the number one. Number two, people say, well, I got two guinea pigs and they were getting along well at first. They're 5 months old. I got them when they were both babies, and now they're fighting. Well, that is extremely common. Two young babies, they get older and one of them tries to challenge the other. Now, back to the same thing, is if you can commit to giving them each a minimum of 8 square feet, then they should be fine living side by side. My first pair of guinea pigs as an adult, before I discovered the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, I made that exact mistake. I got two brothers from the pet shop. with these videos. I'm trying to make up for it now. But I got 2 boys from the pet shop. They were very, very small. You know, they're probably a month, 2 months old. And after about a month or 2, they just started fighting because one of them was always challenging the other. The other one got very sick of it, and it just always resulted in somebody getting bit and blood being drawn. And so I did know enough to separate them, and I split the CNC cage in half. I'm gonna sneeze maybe. This really is an unedited video. But I have a video called "You Can't Bond Guinea Pigs," and it means that if they want to get along, they're going to get along. There's no amount of pacifying or tricks that you can do to force them to bond. It's only a 20% chance. It has to do with just, you know, chemistry and building trust. There are things that you can do, like giving them more space, making sure that they don't run out of hay, but at some point in the middle of the night, they might just run out of hay. And if they want to fight, they're going to fight. If you put them on either side of a giant gymnasium, eventually they find each other, and if they want to fight, they're going to fight. So having 2 young, and then here's a third thing, is people say, oh, well, I know you're not supposed to, or sometimes they don't, but they say, I got 3 baby boys and they're all living together, you know, but one of them is pestering the other 2. Well, we don't recommend having 3 boys living together. When they're babies, that's fine, and at the pet shop you see a whole bunch. You know, don't listen to the pet shop. They really don't know. They don't have the same experience. I've bonded thousands of guinea pigs. I've been adopting guinea pigs. I've been volunteering at the rescue for many, many years, and every week we do bonding sessions, and so I've learned a lot, and I've filmed a number of those. I got an entire bonding playlist with practically 100 bonding videos on there. And you can see the different behavior, and I explain a lot of the subtle behaviors if you watch some of those bonding videos. So what are the big key takeaways? If you're starting fresh and you don't have guinea pigs, or you just have 1 guinea pig and you want to find him a friend, don't just go out and just get any guinea pig unless you're prepared for them to fight and live side by side. You know, ultimately, it is better that your guinea pigs have a buddy that they live with, that they can share space with. But Gary, we tried bonding him with, you know, dozens of guinea pigs. A number of those I filmed, and, you know, he just, no matter who it is, even Nate, who he's built up trust with, you know, over a few years now, he still, when they're in the cage together, he's gonna fight them. And so that's fine. I've accepted that he's going to just live side by side, whoever, and that's okay. So if all else fails and you've tried, give each of them 8 square feet. You've got to commit to giving them a minimum amount of space. It's just not fair to have a creature like this that can run so fast, that is so, they're so cool. They've got such big personalities, and they need enough space. They need the big space to match their big personalities, and you'll get so much more enjoyment out of them, and also the peace of mind of knowing that you're giving them a good life. Why have guinea pigs if you're just gonna try to cut corners and give them the minimum of whatever? That just doesn't make sense to me. So if you can go through a rescue, support the rescues. They need help. They need our help. You know, the adoption fees barely cover the cost. They don't usually cover the cost for how long rescues have to keep them, but adoption fees are usually even cheaper than going to a pet store. Please do not support the pet stores that sell animals, or, you know, they're a great place to get supplies when you need to, but you can often buy supplies from rescues. Please help the people that are helping the animals in the biggest way, and not supporting breeders. You know, a lot of these pet shops, they get guinea pigs from breeders. The guinea pigs come with respiratory infections. They come with ringworm, who knows what else. And you want to support the people that are making a difference in the lives of these animals for the better, and not just focusing on the bottom line and how much profit they can get off of animals. So do that. Check out my free guinea pig care guide. All the information that I've learned over the many years that I've been volunteering, it's there. I do get a lot of questions. You know, people fill out the form, the contact form on my website, but then they don't actually read the guinea pig care guide. Now, I welcome all your questions. I'm grateful that people trust me, that want to ask me questions, and I try to answer every question as quickly as I can. But at the same time, you must understand that probably 90% of your questions are in one of my videos or in the care guide. If you just search in Google, or if you look through the care guide, you'll see. Sometimes just read through the care guide before the questions even come up, and then you'll know where to find it when you do think of a question. It's a huge resource. There's also a rescue list and a vet list, and I really hope you'll try to find a rescue near you. It's very important to have a vet. Also, build an emergency kit. All of these things are really important, and all those resources are there for you on my website. So I hope you'll take advantage of them. So don't commit to adopting guinea pigs unless you're going to bond them, unless they've already been bonded, or you're willing to let them live side by side. And know the combinations. Two young boys that seem like they might be getting along, they might not get along for the rest of their life. And as long as you can accept that, and you can commit to giving them a minimum of 8 square feet each, and that they can live side by side happily, then that's totally fine. But just thinking that you're going to buy 2 babies and that they're going to get along and that they must live in the cage and you don't have enough space, these are somewhat unrealistic expectations. And so I hope to align your expectations with reality so that there's less surrenders, and so that, you know, we are armed with the realistic expectation and the actual good knowledge to give these guys the best life. So Gary has the minimum of 8 square feet, plus he has a bridge, and he has a tunnel system and a loft that he can go visit his buddies, and he can run, and it's just a pleasure to see him interact with the other piggies in a way that he feels comfortable with, but he also has his own free space. So we can continue this conversation in the comments. I know that a lot of you have gone through this. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I didn't know very much about guinea pigs. You know, I knew what I knew as a kid, but a lot has changed. There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of really good resources. There's a lot of misinformation. So I want to be a place to share information that you guys can trust. And I put all that information in my free guinea pig care guide on my website. It's scottysanimals.com. There's always links in the description, so I hope you'll check that out. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I hope you guys have a really great holiday and the rest of the year. And check out my care guide and let me know in the comments your experiences that pertain to the subject of this video. You smell so good. So until next time, you guys, thanks for watching.